Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, guests, up your game, network. Let's network, not just hang out. The purpose of this project is to attend a networking event and then do what I'm doing now, which is give you feedback on the results of attending the event, and also to have a plan. So I've already done half the project. I've attended a networking event and I had a plan when I went to that networking event. And the challenge I think we all face is when we go to these events is, especially if we know a lot about the subject or we know a lot of people at a particular event, is, there's a comfort zone where you can just hang out and not really focus on the things about networking that are important, about building relationships with strangers, striking a balance between the quantity of people you talk to and the quality of conversations that you have with individual people, and also striking a balance between nurturing the conversation of shared interests and achieving your interests and qualifying people on the thing that you're going to the networking event to actually achieve. The networking event that I chose to go to was something called a Scrum user group. I've been to many of them before. What Scrum is about, I won't get too much into Scrum. Let's call it modern project management for technology type projects. And there's about 50 people who attend an event. The format of the event is that there's some networking before, then there's a talk. In this case, the talk I think was on organizational agility. And then there's much more networking afterwards, and there's snacks and drinks and things like that. So that's the type of event it is. My plan, I thought about, what is the thing I'm offering? Why am I attending the event? I thought I'd go for something a bit different. And I believe the next revolution is really going to be in education. And I think there's space for an offering, I call it up in your game, it's kind of coaching, I suppose, if you want to describe it in that way. There's a market for people to help people build syllabuses out of the many domain-specific training courses that are available online through people like Coursera and Udemy. I know that makes sense to people. But build those courses or syllabi in a way that is holistic, mind, body, and spirit, and help people navigate their way and construct their educational path through these individual courses. So I just wanted to qualify whether there was an interest in that, whether that idea resonated with people. And so that was my measure, was just really how many people did I have this conversation and say, what do you think about this? Pitch it, and what do you think? And so off I went to the event, and what did I learn? Well, the first thing is, smile at everyone, indulge in the trivia, the weather and the traffic, it's fine. Eat and drink, because food is a great common denominator and something to talk about. I think the challenge is really with people you already know is you tend to gravitate towards them. And this is where I think a plan definitely helps. To give you some examples of some of the people I talked to and the sort of success I had in the conversations, I'll change the names to protect the innocent. Let's say that one of them is, let's call her Mary. I had a conversation with her. I asked her about, what's going on in her life. She's just moved jobs, and she was very much taken up with her new job. And I listened to her new job, and then I pitched my idea a little bit, but I think she was so taken up with her new job, and her mind was very much on that I didn't really think I landed the conversation. And then the other conversation I had with, let's call him Eric. I know him reasonably well, and I asked some nice questions to get Eric talking, but then Eric wouldn't stop talking. He was telling me about this project. It was a hero story of how he saved this project, and I couldn't really find a way in to pitch my ideas and land my ideas. So when I thought about that in terms of maturity, where's the maturity of my networking abilities? And I've obviously got the the meet and greet and having snacks and chatting to people down, and also I can restrain myself from vomiting my life story onto people, and I can ask people good sort of, let's call them discovery questions. My challenge now is to qualify people, engage with people, and then move on and talk to the next person and make sure I get around the whole room. So in summary and conclusion, a plan definitely helps. I think I would have been better off if I'd defined my offer a little bit better and come up with some qualifying questions beforehand. But, my challenge to you guys is let's have a plan. Let's go out there. Let's network effectively. And let's not be lazy and just go to these events and hang out and feel good about the people we can chat to.